Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. The show is real estate and home improvement. We've been having so many experts on telling us how to take care of our houses, how to improve our houses. Who do you trust when hiring a plumber? Who do you trust when hiring a guy to put in a water system so you get rid of that hard water? The experts. But my favorite part of the show is when we have real live realtors on the show who share good and valuable information. One issue I work on a lot is veterans issues. That, veterans, as a way to thank them, the federal government, state government, I don't know who does it, but they help them get into a house for almost nothing down. I don't know anything about this, but we brought in an expert who does know about it. Ann Bishop. Welcome, Ann.
Thank you.
From Oz Realty, by the way.
From
Ann
Oz
Bishop,
Realty.
Oz Realty. There's her number right up top, 559-803-9203. And my understanding is you've been helping veterans get home ownership.
Yes, we have. We put on a veterans homebuyer workshop about once a month.
Now, what's the cost to go to that?
It's free.
It's free. So if you're a veteran, come find out how to get in a house for nothing down, right?
Nothing down.
No down payment.
No down payment. There are some closing costs, but no down payment.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to ask you a harder question. So if you're a veteran and you don't own a home yet, you're renting or living with your family, whatever you're doing, go talk to Ann Bishop.
Yes.
Go to her home, buy her workshop. And can we mention the lender that you do that with?
Kim Cunningham from Core Loans.
Yeah, from Core Loans, Kim Cunningham. So she's a lender. She's an expert on that. And it does the real estate part. She's an expert on that, finding the right house for a veteran. Now, harder questions.
Okay.
What if they're a veteran, they already own a house? Can they get another veteran's loan?
Yes, usually they can. They need to go in and talk with Kim.
Yeah.
They'll look at everything, and she'll tell them what they can do.
So it's not one in a lifetime. Veterans
it's
can
not.
do them over and over again.
Over and over
Yeah.
again.
And sometimes after you live there a while, you can, I don't know, as long as you can make 2 payments is what I've heard. So
Yeah.
what else do we need to know?
Well, there's a lot of benefits to the veteran loan. No down payment is
No
one.
down payment, that's the best, yeah.
There's no mortgage insurance,
Ah.
so that's always a few $100s less a month.
People don't know that, but anybody who's getting an FHA loan, there's this thing called PITI, I never know what it is, but you're paying insurance.
Absolutely, and you pay that every month, and you don't have to do that on a veteran's loan, so it's a really big savings. It's also easier to qualify. They're not as concerned with the credit score as they are for a conventional or FHA loan, and there's a higher debt-to-income ratio, so that's easier to achieve. Also, you can qualify for a little bit more house maybe if you don't have to worry as much about the debt-to-income ratio. The loan is assumable. A lot of people don't know that. That's a big selling point right now in a market when the interest rate's so high. If somebody can assume your veteran's loan that you obtained back when the prices were lower, that's a really good point. And if something does go wrong, sometimes things come up in life. If you have to foreclose or declare bankruptcy, instead of having to wait 7 years to get another loan, with a veteran's loan, you only have to wait 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pluses to getting a veteran's loan.
Well, here's a whole new point you brought up, is a lot of people lost their homes in the last, since 2008. So if you were a veteran and you lost your home, don't worry about it. It's been way more than 2 years.
It's been way more than 2
You're ready
years.
to buy again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the workshops, where are you going to announce these? Put you on the spot. You have the Facebook.
Yeah, it would be on my Facebook, and Kim and I, we put them on all the time. We're always putting the information out there. If you don't see any information come by you, give us a call, and we'll tell you when the next one is. We try to do one every single month. We haven't scheduled next month's yet, but it'll probably
Every
be in the
month,
first or second week of next
It's
month.
free to find out. It's free to find out what
It's
you can
free to
qualify
find
for.
out.
Veterans get in for nothing down. And by the way, that number 559-803-9203. Who answers that?
I do.
Yeah, I always say don't buy
Always.
the biggest investment in your life. Don't buy that from somebody who doesn't answer their own phone. So
I always answer my phone. If I can't answer it the minute it rings, I will get back to you quickly. Go ahead.
well, you have more on veterans, because I heard you had a house for sale in Kalinga I want to talk about too.
Well, yeah, I did have just a little bit more about veterans really quick. A lot of people don't understand why they need to come to the workshop, why they can't just take off with their, run to a lender and get a loan. You can, but people wait until they're ready to buy a house, and then they come, and sometimes they're not in the position right then to buy a house. So they come to us so that we can make sure that when they're ready to buy, that they have everything in place and they're ready to go.
Yeah, I had a buddy who bought a house recently, and it took him a year till he was ready because first he had just bought a new car, and then he had all
Exactly.
these credit cards. So the lender said, hey, we'll pay this off, pay that off, then you're going to be in a better position to buy. So
And it's best to run that by a lender because sometimes it's not done in the way we think it would be. They know a better, more efficient way.
Yes.
So it's really good to talk to a lender. That's free. And you get everything lined up so that when you're ready to buy, you're ready to go.
all right.
Okay, now.
Kalinga.
Kalinga.
You said it's the best deal in Kalinga, the best house, or
Both. It's the best house and I think the best deal. Looking at all the houses listed in Kalinga, this is the lowest square foot price of any
Price per
house in
square foot,
Kalinga.
yeah.
The house is over 3,000 square feet. It has a separate studio.
that's a big house.
It has 4 bedrooms, formal living room, formal dining room, a family room with the most beautiful fireplace I've ever seen, a swimming pool in a great area of Kalinga. Of course, Kalinga's pretty small, so it's all very nice. Right down the street from a park, close to schools. It's just a wonderful place and a wonderful buy.
To find out about the Kalinga house, there's the phone number right there. So what do you mean separate studio? What does that mean?
Next to the house is a little studio. It has a bathroom, but it only has a toilet and a sink. Possibly a person could add a shower on.
Yeah.
Has room for a little kitchenette. So if you put in a shower, that could
have a
actually
whole
be a
other-
rental. Otherwise, it was originally built, somebody ran a little beauty shop out of it. It could be an office, it could be a man cave.
You can have a little rental, or put your college kid in there, or your mother-in-law, or something
Well,
like that. So,
Mortgage is so high right now, if a person could make that into a rental,
yeah.
it could make a big difference in
Cover
their
a big
payment.
chunk of your payment.
Big chunk of the
That's
payment.
right. So-
You could get a less expensive house, or you could do this and have that make your payment lower.
All right, so veterans, listen to
Yes.
this. Call Ann Bishop at Oz Realty. She and Kim
Kim Cunningham from
Cunningham.
Core Home Loans.
Core Home Loans, they will help you get into a house. Nothing down. for
Nothing down.
veterans. All right. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
I think that's all. Just give us a call and let's get started finding you your new home.
All right, we'll be back with more real estate and home improvement right after this.